Hi beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith and lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That red button must turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you enjoyed about today's video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it, and last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. Today I want to speak about tax returns. I want to give a bit of a backstory before I explain why I did, or to explain why I am recording this video. So I started working after my honors, so January 2021 I started working, and I thought, my employer surely handles the tax stuff. I mean, they pay my tax to the taxman on a monthly basis, so I should be fine. Tax season this, tax season that, I should be fine. Like, they pay it. Surely I can't owe anything because that's my only form of income. They pay it. That's not how it works. I'm going to tell you now, if you have just started working, you need to submit your tax returns. You need to file your tax returns. Yes, your company pays those things, but you still have work to do on your side. You still have to do stuff during tax filing season, right? I'm just putting that out there because I genuinely didn't know. And I filed my taxes on the last day. And that was because my work bestie, shout out Ashley, was like, did you file your tax returns? And I was like, no, I don't have to. Like, the company does it. So what am I doing? She's like, baby girl, let's sit down. Let's file your tax returns. So this is me being a big sister, paying it forward, telling you guys that yes, your company pays your taxes to SARS every month. But, or if it doesn't, make sure you pay your taxes to SARS every month. But if it doesn't, or just because it doesn't mean that there's no work for you to do. So if you are working, earning a salary, if you are running a business, whatever it is, you have to do stuff with the taxman. So the first thing I want to touch on is what you need to do. Sorry guys, I've got like notes everywhere, right? So I am going to make I try and work together with everything. I'm not being rude when I'm looking down. I just don't want to miss anything, right? So if you are a South African resident and you have earned above the tax threshold, you have to pay tax. So I will put them down below because these numbers are so big and I don't want to embarrass myself. So I'm going to put them in the description box of the tax thresholds that you have to look out for, so that you know if you qualify to pay tax or not, right? Just make sure that you guys, you don't want to be in trouble with the taxman. Anyway, so before I get into the nitty-gritties of how to file your taxes, I want to highlight two things. Right now, I'm recording this. It is the 5th of September 2022, right? We are currently within tax filing season. So if you are an individual, tax filing season started on the 1st of July 2022 and it closes on the 24th of October 2022. That's next month, right? So you'll have about a month and a bit to make sure that you have filed your taxes before the deadline so that you don't find yourself getting penalized or anything because you didn't file your taxes on time. If you are a provisional taxpayer, I'll explain what that is. But if you're a provisional taxpayer, your deadline is the 23rd of January 2023. So from the 1st of July 2022 till the 23rd of January 2023, you have time to file your tax returns. So you would start by registering your account. So you'd put in your full name, you'd put in your surname. As per your ID, you would say, yes, you're a South African citizen. You would put in your ID number, which I will not put in at this moment, and your date of birth, and then you'd press next. In that, then they'd ask you to upload certain documents, which could be your ID copy, proof of address, a bank statement which is not older than 3 months, your IRP5/IT3 form, that you can get from your employer. The one thing that I just want to explain is that an IRP5/IT3, IT being income tax form, is a form that shows all your income and from your employer, and then all the tax that has been deducted. That is essentially it. And then another thing I want to highlight is that your proof of address cannot be your bank statement, because you've already provided your bank statement. So make it something like a contract invoice or contract statement, something that has your address and your full name. Log in, and this is what you can see. So this is your e-filing dashboard, and this is how it looks when you enter into your e-filing system. Let me just make the screen bigger. Okay, cool. So here you can see your tax compliance. If you refresh, it will show you that you are compliant. That's if my Wi-Fi is is fast enough. It will also show you things like your refund status. If a refund is due to you, it will show you your account balance, and it'll show you what you've done in the past. So you can also go into this in like your returns history, but I'm just going to show you here so that I don't make the video long. So you can see in 2020 I didn't file. I say that because I only filed on the 24th of November 2021, personally, because I didn't know I had to file, and I also wasn't earning an income, so I didn't get penalized because I wasn't earning an income, so it's fine. But if you were earning an income and you didn't file, you will get penalized. Then I did my 2021 one last year on the last day. Yes, this got extended to sometime in December, but on the last day I filed my taxes. Shout out once again to Work Bestie, because she did the things by telling me. Then now for this year, it's been issued. My tax returns have been issued, but I haven't filed for them. So the due date, as you can see, is the 24th of October 2022. So I am probably going to file this before then, or have to file this before then, because I don't want to get into trouble with the tax man. So if you want to then file your tax return, you will go to returns issued. They have issued this return to you, so you have to now go and file it. You then press on request return. I usually don't read this, but it's basically explaining that an income tax return has been generated containing my latest IRP5, IT3 form, and all of that stuff. So now I want to highlight that my company sends me this every year around June, right? Around August, July, August, right? If your company has not sent it to you and you're trying to file your taxes, please go and ask them to send it to you, because they're supposed to send this to you without you asking. So make sure that you have it, because you need it to file your taxes. So they will say that I do not, in the cases that I do not file this return and come back later, just make sure that it's basically saying that if your employer didn't submit it, come back later, maybe give them a bit of time. But I'm recording this in September, they should have submitted it. And if they don't submit it for you, ask for it so that you can submit it to yourself. Okay, cool. So now this is issued, right? The status is issued. It will be issued because I have not filed. Once I have filed, it will say filed through e-filing or something like that. Like it will show that it's been submitted. Okay. So then I would press on my tax return, and a thingy will pop up. A questionnaire of sorts will pop up. Now, the goal is to always have these things being blue. When it's blue, then it means you're good, right? So as you can see, these two are red. I need to go and check them out. These are blue, but still check them out just in case something is wrong and you have to fix it. So this is a questionnaire of sorts, and these things, some of them are already filled in for you, but others aren't. Now, we can go through it quickly together. Is this declaration made by a tax practitioner? No, it is not. I am doing it myself. If you got someone to do it for you, then you will say yes, it's being done by a tax practitioner, or they will actually do it. The person that's doing it for you will say yes, and then probably it will be like a drop down of probably all their credentials and all that stuff, right? And if you are, so mark with an X if you are a foreign national and not an South African tax resident. I am, so I'm not going to mark with an X. If I were unemployed during the full year, this obviously they can tell that I've been employed this whole year, so you can see that it has been grayed out. Like I probably won't even be able to change that. Were you unemployed for any period during this assessment? No, I was not. How many IRP 5 or IT 3 certificates did I receive? I only received one from my place of work. Did I pay any medical expenditures? So did I pay any of those? Yes, I did. I went to the doctor a couple of times and so forth. And I bought some medication and stuff as well. Did I pay any medical expenditures in respect of any immediate family member who is a dependent of myself? Personally, no, I didn't. But if you did, you would say yes. But I did not pay any medical expenses for any of my family members. Did you or your employer make any retirement annuity funds, fund contributions for the benefit of myself? Okay, I'm just gonna rush through this because, yeah. If you made any contributions to a pension or provident fund for the purposes of past or additional services bought, that is not no. Do you want to claim a deduction against? No, I didn't. So with this one, if you get a travel allowance at work, you would say yes, but I don't get a travel allowance at work. If you don't know what a travel allowance is, it probably means you don't get a travel allowance. That means if you maybe were using the company car, or if you travel, then you have to claim back expenses and so forth, right? Do you want to claim back against the employer provided vehicle? I do not use my company's vehicle, so I'm good. Did I receive any form of remuneration for foreign services rendered? No, I didn't. Cool. I'm going to just, so that this doesn't get longer. Was any income distributed to you or in you as a beneficiary of a trust or whatever? I am not a trust fund baby, so unfortunately, no. No, unfortunately not. Do I have a tax-free investment? I only have one. Did you derive income from letting fixed properties or not? No, I didn't. If I said yes, they would probably say that I'm a provisional taxpayer, like I explained earlier. Does any declaration in this return relate to an application made under the SARS Voluntary Disclosure Program? I don't know what that is, so no. Do you want to claim donations made to approved organizations in terms of Section 18A? No, not yet. No, not yet. Did you receive any income or deemed accrued income? No, I didn't. So now we're going to my taxpayer information. It will just ask me if I'm married, single. I'm not married, so yeah, I'm not married. That should be good. Why is it still red? Let's see. I'm not married, but I'm not married. I'm not married. Cool. Do I want to confirm that my email address and telephone numbers are correct? So I made sure earlier this year actually that they're good. So my cell phone number is good. My email address is good. Like I'm fine. So everything is correct. I'm confirming that it is cool. Awesome. We can check. This is my physical address. That's all good. And my postal address, not that anybody uses post anymore, but that's all good as well. So this is now your bank holder declaration. They obviously need this because if you need to get a refund, they need to know where to pay to. So everything here is good. I declare that the information is true and correct in every respect. Make sure your account number is correct, please. Make sure your account number is correct. Okay, cool. Then, like I said, this is blue, but let's check anyway. So these are what would have been submitted by my employer. You can then check this against your IRP5/IT3 form at work. And then it will show all your income. So this will show all your income from your your investments and stuff. So as you can see, or I'm probably going to blur this out, so not as you can see, but it will show all of the stuff that I got, so the interest that I got, and all of that jazz, right? So everything here is correct. I'm good, happy to go. And then your interest, if you got interest from foreign investment or dividends and stuff, all of that stuff is good to go here. And tax-free as well. They can see they picked up the tax-free that I did for the year and all of that stuff, right? And then my tax deductions. So these are medical deductions. If you made a claim and all of that stuff, you're good, right? You're good. So that is essentially it. Now, before you submit, just check, like press on calculate and check how much you could potentially be getting, right? To calculate your return. So it would show now as my status is saved. Just because it's saved doesn't mean it's submitted. I want to highlight that. Then you can just view your thingy, and at the very bottom it will show your result. Once you have checked your calculations, you will then open again. Make sure everything is correct, guys. Please like scroll through it again, make sure that everything is correct, and then you will press submit. So I'm not going to submit now because I'm not ready to submit, but once you've pressed submit, like I mentioned, it will show, let me save and show you where it's going to show you. It's going to say here that it was filed through e-filing on this day, and so forth and so forth and so forth. One thing I forgot to mention before I wrap up this video is that SARS can randomly choose you for an audit. What will happen then is that after you've submitted your tax returns, they'll tell you that you have been chosen for an audit, where they will ask you to submit some supporting documents that they will assess, and that will then further determine the refund that is due to you. This selection is random. According to my knowledge, I don't think there is set criteria for it, but this is what happened to me last year. So that is essentially how to file your tax returns. I hope this helped, especially for someone who's doing it for the first time. I hope this helped. If you do have any questions, do put them down below. I am not a tax practitioner. I don't know much about tax or filing taxes. So if I don't know the answer, please do forgive me. I will ask my circle how they can best answer this for us. So with that, we've reached the end of today's video. I hope it helped. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this with anybody and everybody in your circle. And with that, with so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, guys.